inside of these boxes is, I think, pretty sure, one of the only Dyson machines that we have never looked at on my humble little vacuum cleaner looking at channel. This is Dyson DC05 Motorhead plus spares with faults. Let's have a look and see what we have. Yes, good evening, my vacuum cleaner and Dyson chums. How are you today? Yes, this is Dyson's first electro hose turbo headed vacuum cleaner, I think, ever. It's on the Dyson DC05 Motorhead. Yeah, I've never had one. Never had the pleasure of looking at one closely. But what I do know is that they are lovely machine. Look at the see-through plastic. That is fantastic. This machine is quite dusty, but seems fairly clean. I think overall that's not bad. Yeah, that's lovely. It's also been a hot minute since we've had a DC05 at all, so that's quite nice, isn't it? Right, so one machine. Which one? One of them has a cord rewind involved, but it's probably not that one. It's probably this one or something in this box. I don't know. We'll unbox it first, then I'll go back and leave my messages from the owner and figure out what we were supposed to be doing. Yeah, look, we have a second-ish one. Yeah, this one is more broken than this one. As you can see, its handle is sadly completely smashed off, so it won't click. Ooh, oh yes, it won't click down. So yeah, this cord wheel works fairly well. What might be that one that's dodgy. Yeah, it's definitely that cord reel. So the cord reel on this one doesn't work. The cord reel on this one works fine for a cylinder Dyson. Right, so that's box number one out of the way, and we have two vacuum cleaners. The head is in this box here, which is related to these machines. We have some parts. We have one of these, one of these, one of these, this and this. Oh, I think I remember. And this, which is from a different flavour of Dyson DC05. I'm trying to grab about to look at what it is, because I honestly haven't any idea at all. But yeah, there's like an entire red cyclone in here. And then this thing, poor looking cable knackered thing. We have this very nice red, although quite faded, Dyson DC05. So wow, we've gone from not, oh, now the cable's caught between this hole. There we go. Interesting. So we have three, well, 2.5 Dyson DC05s. One very rare one, one still quite rare one. Interesting. Well, I guess the first thing to check is that all of these run and function. I think they probably do. Let's start with this first, and then we should probably move on to having a look at its cord rewind, which is currently not doing very much at all. That one runs fine. How about the decent clear one? Problem with DC05 cord reels, they're getting very old nowadays. This one doesn't work itself. Oh, why don't you... Something just fell off. What just fell off? Oh, it's the cap thing from the top of the Cyclone. It's a screw cover and the cap fell off. There we go. Clear filter housing. Very nice. Right, so this one doesn't do anything. So that's good, isn't it? That's a fantastic omen. Let's just... This cord reel works well-ish. Does this one work? This one's got a completely smashed handle. It's literally been beaten off of the top of that lovely clear shell, which is a bit of a shell. But hopefully this one runs. Pull out some of the cable. Oh, it's all flat cable and it's all twisted and horrible. Can I turn an 05 Motorhead on without the hose being connected? Because this one's not turning on either, but I'm now beginning to realise that I wasn't sent the hose with these machines and neither of these are turning on, which must be a clue that, yeah, I don't think I can even turn these on to show you. We're just going to have to look at them. It's going to be a pain to test them when I put them back together. Can't lie. I wonder if there's a way I can bridge the contacts to just turn it on. Right, that rewind's a bit rubbish. This rewind's a bit rubbish. I think the main idea is to make one really nice one of these out of the two that we have. I'm going to assume that they both work fine. I think they do. I just need to make one good one out of these. And then this, the owner was struggling to get this back on, and I'm afraid looking at how chewed up that edge is, that's probably why he was struggling, because that has to, it's literally the same size as that. It's a horrible thing to do. We're going to dip it in boiling water, I think, and then put it in over the top of this. But that was why he was struggling with the Cyclone, so that I remember. I said I'd give him a go putting that back together. But the other reason is, yeah, this cord rewind is completely and utterly broken. And we'll have a look, we'll see if we can repair it. But if not, I can use one of the ones from here. So, excellent. Let's make a start on the red one. Been a minute since I've taken a DC05 apart as well. Right, so very carefully, lever, and we'll take off that cover there. Then, very carefully, and I hate doing this bit, we've got to try and, oh, that was quite easy. Got to try and pull the wheels. Okay, well, on the 08 and after, this was a lot harder. This one isn't too bad. Then we see all of our screws, which we can take out to split the casing and help us figure out what the heck is wrong with this cord rewind, or if it is just unfixable. And then our bottom case should come off and reveal our cord rewind. Now, are you... Oh, yeah, there's not a lot going on there. Let's just unplug it from the motor. So this is our Dyson cord rewind, and I have a feeling it's actually completely unwound itself in terms of tension. But there's not a lot of ways you can really... Oh, yeah, that's just jammed and horrible. And I can't even see the spring starting to wind up. So I think this really is cooked. Let me just make a few minutes tinkering with it, but I think we're just going to say it's cooked. The nice thing about DC05 look is that the entire motor assembly just comes out in one big lump. That is a nice piece of design that Dyson used to do, although I'm now going to try and get that back in. Whoops. Do that in a bit when I've seen if I can do anything with this. Yeah, I can't say that. It's all jammed up. The spring is doing whatever it wants and it's not spinning right. And that's that, isn't it, Peanut? Yeah. So what I figured we should do is just rob one from this machine. Just, well, I'll say for now, probably forever, because I don't think it's fixable. I think we may as well move on. So, oh, Be a bit careful now, because even though a lot of this machine is broken, there's a lot of decent spare parts on it. So there's one. You can see what we're going to be doing, look, through the clear plastic. It's lovely. Now, this one's not coming off quite as easily as the other one was. Come on, you need to come off because we need to get into you. Uh-oh. Oh, come on. Eventually, you'll get the wheel off. It's ever so easy. Then we can remove these 4 screws. This plastic is pretty much see-through. It's only got a tiny little bit of tint in it. Turn this upside down. Lift this bottom plate off. And then what I figured out on the other one is the whole cable exit guide comes out. And yeah, you can take the shell out. So there is the shell from this Dyson DC05 clear. How lovely is that? But we don't. Oh no, they're completely different. Bugger. Fudge. So that bears no resemblance at all to this cord wheel. Oh dear, oh dear. It's got that little notch in the chassis. Ooh, which this one does have as well. Okay. Maybe we might be okay. They're probably a bit different generationally, but oh, that works pretty well. Right, moment of truth. Is this actually going to fit into here? So that goes. Oh, I think it might, you know. Ooh. Still slow and horrible, but I do think that's going to fit. Let's see with the casing on if the cord wheel works. And a short time later, we have what I hope is pretty well functioning. At least the first half of it. Again, this is what Dyson cord wheels do. They get really lazy, and it's this last little bit that is the pain in the bum. But if you help it, it does take it. So I think that's fine. I'm just going to clean the cord maybe another time and see if that helps. But hopefully, yeah, and it turns off again. That is that for now. Working fine. Yeah. Promise all the cable needs stretching out and straightening as well. That won't help. But this is the curse of a DC05. They are a bit iffy with their cord rewind. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is spend some time trying to get all of these back flush. Well, I think it's fine. It's in, it's got a tiny bit of movement, but oh, it's so horrible. Inside of there, it's sort of, you can't really see. It's clipped in. My number one advice to you would be just don't take this apart. Take these bits off the top, but just soak all of this. If you get a nice little brush, you'll get into all of that anyway. It's a horrible, horrible job. And if you do butcher it too much, it's gonna really bite you because you won't have any chance. Now this is notched. It's about the only flipping one they did notch. So that only goes in, I mean it's not one way, but it only goes in specifically. So that can go there. This slots in here, but again this is going to be a bit tight because all of our seals, that bottom one's in properly, but that's probably going to help push against that shroud and make this getawayable, because if we put that in there like so, we have a nice red DCO. Oh wow, if I turn it the other way it looks a lot nicer, but then I can't pull the cable out of here. You may not actually have any airflow thinking about it because there's no filter. It's a shame the DC05 cable is such rubbish tools really, because they're probably a really good machine, but the DC08 is probably quite a bit better. So, one down. I'd best get on with making one really good one out of the two Motorhead bodies. As for arguably the more interesting machine of this trio, well, it now looks like this. The Dysons came in 2x2 almost. We've only got one bumper. I've mislaid the other one of these, and we only have one working cord reel. But what a tale of two machines. One of them has seen a fair bit of use. That motor is still not bad, but you know, it's a bit crusty, it's a bit worn. This motor is all shiny and nice, so immediately one of these machines was stored differently to the other. The interesting bits though, the clear plastic parts, they came out very nicely. However, can you see the shade difference? One of these is serial number 04, no, not in the focus, is it? Because it's see-through. 49910. The more see-through one is a later one, 55508. So I think we're dealing with two different iterations of machines, because yeah, all throughout the plastics. One is just a lot more bluer, and oh, it's very nice. I have polished all of this inside and out, just like I did with the DC03 clear, because you have to really, because the machine needs it. It's a shame really that we're still left with a broken one of these and a working one of these, but these machines are so rare. I figured that, you know, I mean, one could be a using machine and you just gaffer tape this down to the Cyclone and job done. Oh, talking of Cyclones, I don't have those out yet, they're still upstairs, but we'll come to those. But one machine can be a lovely minter, so I'm going to keep the shades the same. I think I've got them in the order that they go in. Yeah, eventually we can have two machines back together, hopefully looking very pretty indeed. And then before long we can look like a branch of curries circa 1998 with a whole lineup of Dyson DC05s. I mean, gosh, back when, I say vacuum cleaners, back when Dyson were interesting. You have striking red, striking purple, and oh, these have come up so well. Every detail you can see, it's so clear and lovely. This one is the really mint one, the one with the best everything, the one with the working cord rewind, which is more than can be said for this one. And if I lift up here, yeah, it's all really spotless. One thing I did notice is that buried underneath that fake power switch is all of the gaps for a normal switch. They didn't change the moulding, they just made it out of plastic. So this is a fully springy pivoting switch, but there's no switch underneath it. That all goes around and then into the hose and comes back out. So sadly, we can't hear these two running. We've heard this one running. This one, of course, is sadly the broken one, and it's got the really buggered cord rewind in it as well. I mean, the owner has the toolkit for both, so I think there is still some value in this one, even if it's just sold for spares. I mean, when it's turned on, it should work, because this will suck itself down, and you can put it around with the hose. So maybe this becomes the one that gets used and abused and, you know, to treat a DC05 just like everybody else did back in the day. And this one stays the mint collector's piece that it probably now is. And this one, I mean, you know, comment down below. DC05s are getting very rare nowadays. I remember when they were ever so common. But that was a brief period, because I only ever had a few. Such is the life cycle of a Dyson. So, I think 2.5 machines saved and brought back from the brink and working very nicely once more. And who knows, hopefully one day we might have a DC05 Motorhead with its tools so that we may check it out, although it's probably just going to be like a fairly clunky DC05. But we need to experience that. Have you ever used a DC05 Motorhead? Let me know in the comments down below. But until the next time, I and some other pile of dingy Dysons will see you soon. Bye bye.